Hello guys, this is Dalek Gab, and I am here with the Dark Knight Rises review. I just saw the Dark Knight Rises a couple of hours ago, and I just want to give my honest thoughts and opinions about the movie. Now, before you start going into this review, I would like to tell you that this review will be full of spoilers, as I just don't see how I cannot spoil, or how I can do a spoiler-free review. So, for all of yous who don't want to be spoiled, exit out of this review right now. All of you who are still here, welcome to the Dark Knight Rises review. So I'm going to be talking about the plot of this film, which is pretty convoluted if you ask me. So 8 years after the Dark Knight, Bruce Wayne has retired from his Batman persona because he's crippled or something, and Batman has been framed for the death of Harvey Dent, and Harvey Dent is now portrayed as a symbol of hope and is an idol of Gotham. Meanwhile, you've got Bane, who is a criminal mastermind trying to take over Gotham. So that brings Batman, or Bruce Wayne, out of hiding and is brought back into the world of Gotham to basically fight against the evil that is Bane. Now that we've got the plot out of the way, let's get to the nitty-gritty of things and actually talk about the movie. So, what did I think of the movie? Well, let's get some things first about what I didn't like and what I did like. Number one, so I'll go with what I did like. I'd like the last 50 minutes of the movie and also some of the, bits with Catwoman in the movie and Selena Kyle and yeah. Now I can tell you what I didn't like about the movie, or what I thought was a bore in the movie. Now I know this is supposed to be like the conclusion to the Dark Knight trilogy, the final masterpiece in Christopher Nolan's, the Entourage or something. I don't know, but it really, you cannot put it as a superhero movie, but as a drama, as a drama, because this movie is like nearly a 3-hour movie, and it basically tells its story as a Bruce Wayne story. It isn't really a Batman story or a Bane story or any superhero story. It's really about the ego of Bruce Wayne. And I kind of thought when it focused on Bruce Wayne that it was kind of like, can we get Batman into this somehow? I mean, and the movie is called The Dark Knight Rises, but only Batman appears like 3 times in the movie. Like one time with Selena Kyle, another time with Selena Kyle when he fights Bane and gets his back broken, and then the last 50 minutes of 50 minutes? No, 30, 40 minutes of the movie where he's, fighting against Bane, and this hallelujah happens, and it really is just a mess of kind of like, not really a mess, but it's kind of just like more of a character novel than it is a superhero movie. So, what did I think of Bane? I thought Bane is nowhere near as interesting as the Joker in The Dark Knight. I thought that Joker was a much more interesting villain because it was portrayed by Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was an excellent actor in that movie. But Bane in this sounds like he's like a fine Shakespearean accent and, English accent like this. When Gotham turns to ashes, I'm I'm not really joking, because it's like really weird for Bane to be having a Shakespearean accent. I always think of Bane going, "I will crush you, Batman," but no, he's got like a Shakespearean accent. I'm like, what? Why? I guess Nolan wanted to have an interesting take on Bane, but it just seems weird, and he just turns out to be kind of boring because he's a one-dimensional character. If you really think about it, all he does in the movie is give speeches and crack people's necks, and that's really all he does in the movie. If you really think about it, see, like he was just a boring villain overall. Bruce Wayne. I'm gonna give my thoughts right here. Haven't been a big fan of Christopher Nolan's trilogy. I really liked The Dark Knight. I thought Batman Begins was kind of a bore fest, and I think this movie was kind of a bore fest. Only with the Catwoman sequences were actually I really liked, and the final conclusion, which I thought was an excellent conclusion. Um, what I got from this is Nolan's take on the world, and I can get that it's supposed to be not your average superhero world. It's grounded in reality, and you can't have like Clayface or Mr. Freeze, but you could at least make your villains like cool in this movie. Yeah, Bane was Borefest. But let me just talk about Batman. Batman is just a kind of a like, why? Like, what is the point of you, Batman? He doesn't even show up for like most of the movie. He's just like in hiding, and there's like one sequence where he's in this prison, which is like a giant hole, and it's like a 30-minute sequence, and it's like, get this done with. It doesn't need to be this long. He's like you could like shorten it down by like 10 minutes, 20 minutes even. Make it like a 10-minute sequence, and it could be just fine. This movie would be a whole lot shorter and not be a 3-hour freaking movie. If you can shorten the movie, that would be excellent. But no, you gotta put all this unnecessary bullshit in, which makes it supposed like deep, or makes the plot even more convoluted. Fuck. But yeah. Sorry to go on that type of rant, but I would also like going into more spoiler territory. What I did like though is the twist they had with one of the main characters, Miranda Tate, being Ra's al Ghul's daughter, and I also liked Ra's al Ghul's appearance in this as a vision seen by Bruce Wayne. Thought that was kind of a cool cameo. I really liked that. What else could I say about this movie? The acting. I thought that the acting was subpar. I thought it was actually really, except for probably, it was good acting, but Bane, as I already said in my rant there, was just boring. Bruce Wayne was charismatic, but kind of boring as well. Batman, just ridiculous. He's always been ridiculous in this trilogy. I don't know why they picked that for this character. It is really unnecessary, and I do not like it. What else could I go through? Trying to think. They also this film also leaves it open to possibly another Batman series, which will probably never happen in this world, because Nolan said he will not return for a 4th Batman film. One of the things they leave open is someone else taking the mantle of Batman. If you've seen the movie, John Blake, I think is the character's name, whose legal name was Robin, which is, get it? So his legal name's Robin, and he finds the Batcave, or takes, the reign over the Batcave, and finds the Batcave, and so the film ends with basically him finding the Batcave, and it just ends. It's kind of like, okay, you think of a continuation for this series, and yeah, I'll stop ranting right now. So what did I think? I would give this movie a probably 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5 stars. It's it's an interesting movie, but it's if you're going to this, if you don't, okay, so just separate from the fact that it's Batman. If this wasn't a Batman movie, and if this just was your Joe Smo superhero movie, I would think it was a really good movie. But for a Batman movie, it's just really boring. Like Catwoman was great in it though. It could have been a Catwoman movie. It was more of a Catwoman movie than it was a Batman movie. It was more of a Bane movie than it was a Batman movie. It was more of a Bruce Wayne movie than it was a Batman movie. It was all these things but Batman, you know? But yeah, I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. It was interesting for a Bruce Wayne movie. So that's my review on the Dark Knight Rises. I hope you've enjoyed my little rant and also my little review. If you really think I'm boring, then probably don't watch this review.